At the age of 5, I told my stepmother while I was living in Nigeria that I wanted to move to the United States of America. I didn't know why, but something was pulling me to America. I do remember our nanny, Mama Obosi, at that point asking me, Gini ki na achọ na America, which means, what are you looking for in America? My stepmom told her that, oh, there's so many beautiful things in America for her to do. There are parks with swings, like we call it back home. And there's so many things for her to do in America. I didn't know what was pulling me to America until maybe 2 years ago. At the age of 18, I had all this thing planned. I was going to move to America. I was going to live with my sister for 2 years in Atlanta, then move to LA for grad school. And by the age of 30, I'll be a star in Hollywood. And I'll be smiling with my Oscar at the age of 30 because I won the Oscar for Best Actress in a blockbuster movie. I went to grad school in Los Angeles and studied filmmaking and acting. Actually, I studied acting for film in New York Film Academy. I was obsessed with that school. I knew everything about that school. I dreamed of going to LA. I talked about America, New York Film Academy before I even got my green card. I remember my friends making fun of me, like, oh, that would never happen. You think that's going to happen? That's never going to happen. But by the time I turned 19, I got my green card. But I wasn't allowed to move to the United States until I finished college at the age of 22. So that I would come during the school vacation for about 2 weeks to 3 weeks and then go back to Nigeria to finish my university studies. At the age of 22, I moved to the United States. I lived in Atlanta as I planned for 2 years, and then I moved to Los Angeles to pursue my dream of becoming a Hollywood star. From 2013 to 2015, I was in grad school in Burbank, California. I lived in Los Angeles, my dream city. I was so excited to live in LA. But then my spirit broke when no one would pick me to be a part of their student movies because I had an accent. I attended all the accent reduction classes. I did everything I needed to do to have an American accent, but the accent wasn't coming, okay? Because I'm Nigerian and I was born in Nigeria. The accent wasn't coming. And then it got into my head that, maybe I'm not cut out for this. And then about 6 months after I graduated from New York Film Academy, I got this special idea to go to the Yale School of Drama because I wanted to be like Lupita. Lupita had just won the Oscar for 12 Years a Slave, and Meryl Streep was my goddess, my screen goddess. And Meryl Streep went to Yale School of Drama. Lupita Young also went to Yale School of Drama, and she was discovered during their showcase after she graduated from Yale School of Drama. So Pamela wanted to go to Yale School of Drama. So interesting. I actually sought out a professor from Yale School of Drama and I had him mentor me and prepare me for my audition. And we picked a play together. We had a Shakespearean play. We had a play by Lynn Nottage, a monologue that was very powerful. And that was one of the best acting scenes I had ever done in my life. And that ended up being the last scene I had ever performed. Because you see, on February 13th, 2016, I went for the audition. The first round happened, and my name was written on the callback sheet. I was the first. And I was like, it's a sure thing. I'm going to Yale School of Drama. This audition was happening in San Francisco, and I had driven from LA to San Francisco for 6 hours straight to attend this audition. And when the final list came out, this still gets me emotional, which means I need to still heal from this. When the list came out, my name wasn't there, and that broke my spirit. And that was the last day I ever thought of acting or performing, and I held myself back, which is also one of the reasons why I held myself back from creating content on YouTube. Hello, everybody. My name is Pamela Chioma Bello. On this channel, I make videos about higher consciousness, spirituality. We also create tarot readings, and then we use those tarot readings to create meditations, guided hypnosis to anchor the lessons into our soul. I help you delete old programming, discover your purpose with tools like numerology, energy healing, trance mediumship, and hypnosis. If this sounds good to you, like this video and subscribe for more interesting stories. Today I turned 36. Today is May 15, 2025. I turned 36. And in societal eyes, I am a nobody. I am a failure. I had a dream that by the time I was 30 years old, I'll be self sufficient, self made, with a husband and kids running around, with numerous awards like the Oscars and the Emmy and Golden Globe, of course. But that didn't happen. That dream died with me because of some negative self talks I said to myself, and also universal cycles. You see, at the time I turned 32, 33, when was this? This was 2020, so I was 31. I discovered my purpose and my destiny. And I discovered that I was sent here to help people discover who they were. I wasn't really surprised because at that time I had another YouTube channel. And that channel is also sitting at 2,000 subscribers right now, but I've been led to create this new energetic portal, this new channel. But I discovered, but when I was creating videos on that channel, I always said that my purpose was to help women discover who they were and bring more empathy and kindness to the world. I didn't know that I was actually channeling my higher self. I knew that I was put here to help people discover who they were, but I didn't know how to do it. But there's something called timing. The timing of the universe is real. And now that I turned 36, this is the right time for me to shine, to come out of darkness and step into my power. So this video is for those who believe that they are late bloomers. I was watching a video of a lady who said that she was 46, even though she looked like she was 25 to me, but well, okay, 46. And she just stepped into her power and into her purpose. And her spirit guide said this was the right time for her. So I want you to know that don't let society rush you. Follow the guidance of your spirit and your timing. We have to grow into our purpose. Yes, some people were destined to step into their purpose at the age of 19. One of my favorite YouTubers, her name is My Fam. She's only like 22 years old. But this girl stepped into her power at the age of 17, 18. Now that is her purpose. That is her power. That is what she chose before she came here on earth. Now, it would be wrong for me to get depressed because I did not discover who I was at that age. Everything happens in divine timing. You watching this video right now is perfectly timed. What we're experiencing now is like a quantum entanglement. You and I have made a pact before we came here to this earth, to this dimension, that we would help each other grow. So everything happens in divine timing. My last YouTube channel, yes, it was growing slowly, but I don't think that was divinely timed. And maybe that's why I didn't grow as fast as it should, because I know that it's my destiny to use my voice to teach and activate the codes laying dormant in my audience. But now is the right time. So today, on my birthday, as I step into my power at 36 years old, I want you to acknowledge that where you are is where you're supposed to be. And you watching this video is also you stepping into your purpose, because this channel is going to teach you and show you how to delete old programmings and discover your potential and discover your purpose, because we all have a purpose. Even the birds you see out there have a purpose. Even the trees you see have a purpose. We all have a purpose. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Everything happens in divine timing. Don't compare yourself to others, because they their own path is different from your own path. I'm being called to pull a card. Let me see what spirit is trying to say. I'm being called to pull two cards from my two favorite decks. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, what does the collective need to know right now? Okay. Interesting. The second card is from me. The second card is from me. Okay. And then um let's see. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirits of the highest lights and love. What does the collective need to know? Yes, yes. Okay. No way. Okay. Okay. I don't feel like taking that one. Let's take one more for the collective. Okay. Well, she flew out. Let's see. One of the cards for me. So the first card that came out for the collective is Kalima, divine severance. Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. What did I say? That you watching the videos, this video is not by chance, because you're stepping into your power. So this channel is going to help you delete old programming, cut the cords to things that don't matter anymore, so that you can step into your power, release those limitations. And then this is in the regular Rider Waite card. This is the full card, the Cozy Witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. So we're stepping into our power, we're stepping into our new beginning. We're stepping into our power, we're stepping into our new beginning. This is also for me as well. And then this card came out for me. This is my own card. And it says, thoughts, divine magic. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. And my goal on this channel is to build spirit leaders, to build masters, so that you can be leaders of your own life. Even if you're a at home mom, you're going to be a leader in your home. Okay? Good. And then another card that came out for us is Nine of Cups. I love this card. Live in constant states of gratitude. For our wishes to be fulfilled, we have to, we have to be grateful. Always be thankful. Living in the present moment. Doing what we need to do. Planting the seeds and acknowledging our power, because we're stars, we're connected, and we're protected. So keep thanking for wherever you are. Wherever you are right now is where you're supposed to be. which this card is all about. You're living in constant gratitude. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. And this is my own card, Three of Wands. Put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded one way or another. So thank you, spirits. Thank you. I feel like doing a quick meditation, but let's keep that for energy sermon on Sunday. Okay? Thank you and happy birthday to me. I'm excited. And thank you. And please like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you soon. Take care.